What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. Welcome on in to the Hefty Show. Welcome on in, Phantom Storms. Thank you for the luck. Strings, Daddy Kraggles. Thank you for the luck. Sandra, welcome in. Ron G, the OG. Mighty Munchkin. Bello Hassan. What's up, Daniel? How is everyone doing? We're going to try something a little bit different today. This was a hunt that was inspired by a good friend of mine, a good friend of the channel, Mr. Reeves. He got me really curious about this. So, this weekend we're going to take a little break from the 1v1s and we're going to see if we can get ourselves a Cherubi from the trees. On Thursday, you got two Shelf of Pokemon, Luxray and Gliscor. Let's go. Congratulations, Phantom. And Hassan, I hope that the Tornadus shines today. Let me get the music started. We're going to get rocking and rolling. This is going to be a little bit of a crazy hunt, I feel. Here we go. So, both of my games have Harvest Pokemon in the first spot. The tree I'm at is typically a 50% Cherubi spawn to begin with. However, there is a chance that we find a Squovit. What's up, Anne Marie and King Saris? I'm doing fantastic, man. How you doing? So now I'm just gonna spam the A button. Today's the beginning of hurricane season. Uh-oh. You better stay safe, Phantom. 179 for the dang genie. Dang. What advice do you give to struggling 30-year-old wanting to give up on life? Don't. Find something that makes you happy, man. That's really all I can say. I'm no expert, but that's what I would that's what I would say. All right, so we got one Cherubi out of two trees there. And there's also great places to reach out to if you're struggling. I would suggest talking to somebody about it. Do I know the way to town? What's up, James? Big Cheese Thrifts, good morning. Hope to see that shiny. I hope so. This is going to be a rough hunt. Ooh, two Cherubis there. Like to see that. I don't get the reference, James. I gotta be honest, I don't get a lot of references. I'm old and out of touch. Kieran with the 11 months of membership. Good morning. Only 1 month away from 12. That's incredible. Kirk, Joyce, Sarah, and Oscar, some of the storm names. That's amazing. This is either going to be a really awesome summer or a really bad one. Family Guy cutaway moment. Ah, I don't remember that episode. Pups say hi to. Please say hi to the pups for me. Meow meow, lovely people. James the Catboy with the 12 months of membership. Let's get some hype for James too. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, another two Cherubis. You'll love to see it. I've only seen one Squovit so far. That's good. We want to keep it like that. On your way to drop them off at the border? Okay. Where are you going? Did I know you're going somewhere? Also, guys, I don't know if it's possible today, but we are only 11 subs away from 1700. It would be pretty awesome to hit that. And am I being stupid, Cheese? Let's Play Johnny with the 10 months. Let's get some hype for Let's Play Johnny, another amazing content creator. Just doing some DAs on Shield. Nice. You going to South Carolina? You gonna go see Hefty Mom and Hefty Dad. Storms, thank you for the Kirk Lurks. Ooh, a nasty Squovit. We don't like that. We don't like the Squovit. I swear to everything holy, if I phase on a Squovit, I might say some swears live on stream. Going to the beach. Nice. Gross. What's up, Keith? Good to see you. Saw someone yesterday get 3 DA shinies in one day, and it made you question what you were doing wrong. Absolutely nothing, man. You know it's all about that RNG. Come on, Skova. Kieran, get out of here. Come on. I'm always being nice to you. Selling your shiny Ditto hunt. I found a shiny Murkrow and Kilowattrel, no Ditto. I hope you get that Ditto today, Sandra. Beautiful shiny. Actually, all of those are beautiful shinies, so at least you're phasing on some good stuff. This is what makes the hunt frustrating, is you never... Stupid Squovit. You never know... Too Squovit. Yuck. You never know how many shakes it's going to take to get the Pokemon to fall. You just... I see you. Keith, how you been, man? I feel like you and I haven't talked in, like, a week. I gotta move this counter over. I put it right there. Squovit's your least favorite Pokemon of all time? It's up there for me. And the amount of random shiny Squovit I've found does not help. Go Looper, how you doing, bud? Alright, there we go. There's a Cherry. Oh my gosh, do we already need a new lake goal? And there's another Cherry, love to see it. Thank you so much, Mighty Munchkin. Beaten Phantom to the light goal again. Reeves, good morning. How you living? Alright, good luck, Hassan. You're doing alright, gotta get a new car, so you're really gonna have to buckle down at work so you can maybe get 6,000 rigged by August. The Michigan Rust is really... Oof, I'm sorry, bud. I'm the unbeatable champion. No, you're not. You've lost to millions of people worldwide. That's very true. Very, very true. I'm good, Loop. I'm having a great morning so far. Oh, look at the two hefties shaking the tree together. That's teamwork. Ah, dang, I'm sorry, son. Stupid Squovit. Stupid Squovit! Oh my gosh. I'm starting to get nervous. Only 8 out of 14 checks have been cherries. I can't stand that squirrel. Reeves, does this hunt look familiar at all? It does appear that harvest works. Yeah, Reeves, this entire hunt, this entire weekend is inspired by you. You got me really, really interested when you started talking about it the other week. Ah, thank you, Phantom. I was so happy to get that freaking Excelgor. It was a good feeling. Also, guys, I got something else on my 3DS this week that I'm very happy about. Let me show you real quick. You gave me content, you sure did. Yeah, we're on original dates now. We're on oh, for the Excelgor, no, actually I forgot. I forgot to do it for Excelgor. I was just so excited. But let me show you guys something else that I found this week on the 3DS. I'm very happy about. Look at the watch the bottom screen. Got myself a Spiritomb and a Premier Ball. I thought that one was going to take forever. I got really lucky in the Friend Safari this week. Look at that beautiful girl. And I think this is good. It's adamant. I think, I haven't done the research. I'm not great on natures and everything, but I want to say Adament's probably pretty decent for Spiritomb. I think most of its moves are physical, right? I mean, at least, I mean, Feint Attack is. Almost win is not. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a good nature. I was excited for a second. So yeah, that was a Friend Safari Pokemon I had been dreading for a while to rehunt. But ended up getting it. It's a mixed attacker, so it can be viable. It's not ideal, but it could work depending on the setup. Reeves isn't best, but it's good. Okay. Oh, and also the Excelgor was Jolly. The Excelgor was Jolly. Minus special attack plus speed. I think for Excelgor that sounds pretty darn good. So I can't imagine Excelgor is a special attacker. Jolly, he wasn't reset over. That's right, Kieran. Stupid Squovet. You hate to break it to me. Is Excelgor really a special attacker? Oh my gosh. Alright, never mind. I just have terrible luck and I don't know anything. I hope you're happy, Reese. You've now proved that I have terrible luck and I don't know anything. I would not have expected it to be a special attacker, just looking at it. But I'm awesome. Well, thank you, Reeves. My thumbs are going to be so sore at the end of this stream. All I'm doing is just hitting A. Patrick, hello. To get a Talonflame and Scarlet and Violet code is F1 Arrow 23 Master. It ends June 2nd. That's tomorrow. You guys better jump on that and get that Talonflame. Is that one of those that's like the moveset, nature, and everything, and ability is based off of somebody who won a tournament or something like that? I do have a turbo controller, Reese. I was going back and forth about this. I have one turbo controller. And I was, a couple weeks ago, it was actually the weekend you told me about this. Off stream, I was playing around with the hunt. And I understand why you would use a turbo controller, but I felt that the amount of time spent having to set up the turbo and then unset up the turbo to reset the game, it seemed it would probably be easier on my thumbs, but I don't think it saved any time. And I think it would be really hard for me with my small brain to use a turbo controller on one switch and my thumb on the other. The dogs were a beast. I mean, they are beasts. Yeah, happy Pride Month, y'all. You didn't win Carpal Tunnel. I don't either. How is half the year gone? I don't know, Anne-Marie. It's a good question. Time just keeps on slipping into the future. We'll see how it goes, though, Reeves. If my thumbs are like really sore at the end of the stream, we might reconsider how to do this tomorrow. Oh, hard to get into the border. Oh, is that what you meant? Oh yeah, it's automatic. I got local communication since they're like 2 inches away from each other. You know that song? I had a feeling you would, Anne-Marie. It's a good song. Guys, Mr. Shinies himself just sent me the rough draft of the thumbnail for the next 1v1 we're doing, which is going to be Aerodactyl and Swoobat, and it cracked me up. It looks amazing. You had to drag your black lab in? Aw. Poor girl. Sir Soggy Cilantro, what's going on? Oh my gosh, stupid Squovet. What are the odds for the hunt? Um, both the Squovet and the Cherubi have a 1 in 1365 chance. This is, like a full shiny charm odds hunt. There's no additional rolls or anything, just past having the shiny charm. Um, but yeah, and then it's split between the two Pokemon. It's looking like, I don't know. Don't quote me. I'm thinking that Cherubi probably has like a 75% spawn rate, 25% Squovet. You managed to get a shiny Celebi last night, 6450. Congratulations, that's amazing. That's so fast too, all things considered. Mine ended up going, I want to say like 74 something, like 7,400 something. 7525. Thank you, Reeves. But that's awesome. That's got to be a huge relief. I know that was a hunt that was a rough one. That's one of those hunts that you really look forward to getting done, but you don't look forward to actually doing. Um, because those resets are killer, man. Plays, what's going on? It was dual hunted. Nice. That's even better. That's the way to do it if you can. I love dual hunting, obviously. I realized today I don't even have a shorts format overlay set up for a single hunt. All I have is this dual hunt overlay. You got Virizion. Congratulations, Reeves. Was that in Sword and Shield? So yeah, I apologize for the late start this morning. Getting this hunt set up on the overlay was harder than I thought it would be. I shouldn't say harder. It just took longer than I thought it would be. Getting the counters set up and all that, and trying to figure out where to set up the counters to count, etc. Now you're dual hunting Wobbuffet in the game corner. Once you get that, Suicune will be next. Ooh, nice. Yeah, Reeves, you showed up right on time. Normally I start at 8, but I started at 8:30 just because it took longer to get the counter set up than I thought it would. Plays, I'm doing very well. You got the Daily Wordle in 4. Congratulations, Hassan. Sitting Ninetales, previously Vulpix, good morning. You love the Gen 2 sprites? I do too. Coach Bruce Tipper just subscribed. Thank you so much, Coach Bruce Tipper. Bringing that sub count up to 1690. Only 10 subs away from 1700. I wonder if we can make it happen today. Shadow Wolfman, what's going on? You got Wordle in 3 because you had a decent second word. Good job. Oh my gosh, hurry up and fall. There we go. Another Cherubi, love to see it. You're gonna do some Poke Doku. Good luck on that, Mighty Munchkin. Zen, what's going on, bud? Zen, I started rewatching the original X-Men animated series again. It's been probably about a year and a half since I watched it. I keep falling asleep during Night of the Sentinels. It's my bedtime show. I think I've been watching the 2-part Night of the Sentinels for the last 3 nights. No, you didn't. What are you making for the beach cheese? You just lost a Tornadus DA. Dang, I'm sorry, Hassan. Your dual soft reset hunting Totodile and Soul Silver and Chimchar on Brilliant Diamond. Ooh. Good luck, Shadow Wolfman. I wonder which one's going to shine first. Starburst Jello Shots. That sounds like a good time. Here's X-Men Evolution, X-Men and Wolverine. You're also in the original series. What did you think of both of those shows? I definitely have some thoughts on both of them. I'm curious to know what you think. Been watching a lot of Netflix lately. It's been some decent stuff. What kind of stuff? Wait, I lost the plot. What? Oh, Hassan reset the game. Okay, I thought you were talking to me. Yeah, same here, Amory. I don't think I can handle a big lab. kick my butt. Stupid Squovit. A bi-blue Sheltie and a tricolor Corgi. Ooh. It's 2 Squovits? That's not fair. Mostly Reba and sitcoms. You're a sucker for a good sitcom. Me too. I haven't watched a good sitcom in a while, but I grew up on sitcoms. Oh, Reeves, I think you're misunderstanding. He didn't lose a shiny Tornadoes. He lost the battle. So he didn't I think that's what you're going for. Okay, I'm just confused. I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore. No, you're not dumb, Reeves. Stop it. Don't do that. Because if you're dumb, that means I'm super dumb because you're a lot smarter than I am. You watch a sitcom every week. It's called a shiny stream. Nice. Okay, you know what? These checks are actually going a little faster than I thought they would. I mean, they're not fast, but I thought they'd be slower. You got Wordle in 3. Good job, Phantom. Oh, I'm sorry, Shadow Wolf Man. Thoughts on spinach and artichoke dip? You think it's delicious? I do too. I do too. What's weird is I'm not a huge fan of spinach or artichoke on their own. But spinach and artichoke dip is very addictive. I could, you know what? There's a lot of dips. I'm the type of guy that if I wasn't concerned about being judged, I would just house like bowls of dip with a spoon. Don't even need the chips. I would just go to town on the dip. Kyogre, GBA SP, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, File Red, Crystal, and a GBA Game Shark. Dang, that's a good haul. So you know how these cherries may have no motivation to do it right now? I have been in the same boat for a couple of years, Sir Sagi. And when I heard Reeves was doing this the other day, he got me a little curious because I've never done a tree hunt in this game. So I was like, you know what? This might be a good one to do. It's from the original series to finish the first season. You like it a lot. So, Zen, is this your first time watching the original series? I've been having fun playing through Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. You're on Chapter 4. Nice, nice. I don't know how far I am into Kirby and the Forgotten Land right now, but I beat the 4th world last night and started the 5th, which is the first one that's on a new continent. So I didn't realize there were multiple continents, so I thought I was like maybe like halfway or more than halfway through, but if I'm now going to a separate continent, it makes me wonder how many continents there are. You got Cherubi Legends? That's where I got mine, Amory. I got my Cherubi from a mass outbreak in Legends. Unfortunately, for some silly reason, there are no Premier Balls in Legends Arceus, so I have to rehunt it. Cheeseburger dip? I've never had that. I'm gonna have to look that up. I thought you didn't eat fuel for pleasure. Nah, I mean, it's not exactly like that. I mean, I enjoy good food. I just don't put nearly as much thought and passion into it as a lot of other people do. Yeah, actually, Shinies I was. I mean, that was when the Marshall Mathers album came out. Um, that was the first one, right? The first one was the Marshall Mathers album. Or was the Marshall Mathers album or was the Slim Shady LP that were first? Anyway, his first album came out when I was a freshman in college. Eminem was a big part of my college life. Yes, Go Looper, the one that they the collab with Baby Metal. Yeah, I think it's really good. I like the video shinies. I like the video. I like the throwback. I like all the references to you know, that era. Um Real Slim Shady era. I was really impressed with how they did a young Marshall. Song itself, I thought was not his best. And I'm a little biased. Part of that is because he sampled what I feel is like the worst Steve Miller Band song ever. Um, so I mean, it's good. It's good, right? Like I've always liked Eminem. He's a really talented guy, and it's a good song. It's a good video. It's no Godzilla. It's no Rap God, but it's decent. TRL is a big part of your high school years. Yeah, that was really big when we got into college. Um, yeah, like you could get back from class at the end of the day, and someone in the dorm would have TRL on really loud. The album's gonna be angry. I hope it is. Evelyn, good morning. Oh, Phantom, you got two from Outbreaks. Nice. I have a feeling I have either not been hitting the counter every time a Cherubi shows up, or I've hit it too many times. I don't know. His daughter just got married. That's crazy. Haley's married now. It is crazy. Nevi God, what's up? I'm sorry, not Real Slim Shady. It was uh what was the name of the song? It was like the first single off the second album. Yeah. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Da 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 dun 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 dun. Is that Real Slim Shady? What song is that? Evelyn, thank you for the 6 months of membership. Just waking up for work. Oh, yikes. McTelligence, yeah, we're getting old. We're getting old. Okay, it is Real Slim Shady. Yeah, it is. Without me, Razzie, that's it. Thank you, Razzie. Without me, that's what it was. Thank you so much, Razzie. That was going to drive me crazy. And then he started to realize a lot of his music was fueled because of the strife that he was having with his daughter in custody. And now she's all grown up. I know, it's wild. And good morning, Razzie. They do. They do kind of sound similar. But yeah, I mean the um, the Houdini video, absolutely went straight back to the Without Me era. I mean, it was it was half. It was practically the video was practically a remake. Because it feels so empty without me. Oh, one Cherubi, one Squovat. Well, this hunt has already gone on longer than my Lilith fishing hunt. Just Methionine for Corsola, and you're over 1,000 eggs. Yikes, that's one I gotta do too. I still need to get the Galarian Corsola and Cursola in Premier Balls. I made a list. Guys, of all the shiny Pokemon I need to rehunt in Premier Balls, or hunt in Premier Balls. I made a list of what I have left to get on the Premier decks. And I'm officially at 50 left. 5-0. And then everything I can get in a Premier Ball, I'll have in a Premier Ball. And so I have it broken out by system, by gen, by game, and by method. And this is one of those 50. I still have 2 Dynamax adventures to do, which I'm not looking forward to. I need to get that Tapu Lele, which I've never had, and I need to get the Tapu Koko, which I have in a Cherish Ball from a GameStop giveaway. You're studying this cherry, no luck after 900. Yikes. I'm sorry, Razzie. I swear to everything holy, if there are not Premier Balls and Luxury Balls and Quick Balls in ZA, I'm going to flip the table. I still have 6 Hisuian Pokemon I need to Masuda in Scarlet and Violet to get in Quick Balls. I need Growlithe and Arcanine, I need Sneasel and Sneasler, and I need Zorua and Zoroark. McTelligence with the 7 months of membership. Wonder when you'll reach 12 months? I mean, there's no way of knowing, right? There's no way to say. Thank you so much for the 7 months of membership, McTelligence. At this point, you're just hoping to have Pokemon in the game. Could you imagine? Could you imagine they come out with a Legends Pokemon game and there's no Pokemon? It's all just like Sims world building. Get my alt form Dialga and Palkia Premier Ball. I did not. Are those permanent forms or are those switchable forms? Because that's where I usually draw the line, with the exception being Rotom, because I want to have all the Rotoms. But like, if you can switch between forms, I'm good with just having one. So like, I don't have 2 Giratina. I don't have 3 Zygarde. That's a Matt question. Matt, do you know the answer to that? If I transfer in a Dialga or Palkia into Legends Arceus, can I transform it into the origin form? You can't box the origin forms. Well then, I guess it's a moot point, right? It's a moot point. Like a cow's opinion, it just doesn't matter. The point is moo. Villy, good morning. Look at all the love for Villy. Love to see it. Villy, did Maddie get the Aeron yet? I wasn't able to pop in Thursday or yesterday. Take that, cows. Dang cows. Okay, so I can transfer them in and change them to origin form. But, what a scam, 2 Squovit. But when I put them back into home, they're just going to be the regular form. I gotcha. He got 3 Zubats in an hour? Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Did he catch them? I mean, that is kind of wild. I mean, I know he didn't need them, but he got the entire line in an hour. And did he start using Magnet Pool like he was supposed to? Yeah, McTelligence Reeves is our newest mod. Since last weekend. He last Friday I got a letter from him in the mail, and the check cleared. So yeah, he's a mod now. Joyce, good morning. He caught one of the chat votes to kill the other 2. Poor guy. In an hour. I gotta go back and watch that. Do you remember if that was yesterday or Thursday? Oh, I do this hunt for Appleton? Can Appleton be in trees? I didn't know that. Oh. I did not know that. An Isle of... Oh, that's right. Like, there's one island, right? I think I remember that now. There's like one island, one tree that has Appletons. Am I remembering that correctly? Good morning, Val. Thank you for the boop. Joyce, congratulations again on the monetization. I know that's a huge deal. Very well deserved. I hope you've been like floating on clouds all week. You find out. Yeah, I mean, I have a vague memory of it now that you mention it. I could be wrong, but I feel like there's like one tree in the Isle of Armor. That would be a neat hunt. We are only 9 subscribers away from hitting 1,700. I really wonder if we could do that today. Ditto Island Tree rings a bell. Yeah, Razzie, I think you're right. That does ring a bell. Stupid Squovet. Hold on a second, guys. While this is setting up, I want to go grab that list. Okay. Here's the list. That's the list of all the Pokemon left that I need to get shiny in Premier Balls. I got 3 more 3DS hunts. So, what's up, Reese? You couldn't read that whole thing? Are you kidding me? So I have 3 3DS hunts left, or at least I'm planning on doing... Oh, I'm going to read it to you, Reese. I'm planning on doing 3 3DS hunts. Chatot, I'm going to Dex Nav and Alpha Sapphire, like I got the first one. Tangela, I have in a Friend Safari on my 2DS. So I'm going to try and do that one, and it's, I only have 2 slots open on that Safari, so it'll be a 50-50 shot. And Carnivine. Carnivine is one of those, like, I don't know the best way to get in the Premier Ball, so I think that one, I'm just going to ultimately Masuda hunt it in Ultra Sun. Then we got Tapu Koko and Tapu Lele in the Dynamax Adventures. We have, I'm so mad at myself. 2 years ago, I did this hunt, and it was a Masuda hunt, and it wasn't a Premier Ball. But I need a Burmy, all 3 Wormadams, and a Mothim. So I think with that, that might actually be a BDSP Masuda hunt. Reeves, wait, do you have a God Path, Reeves, or are you just a Path? Because I have a Path, but I don't have a God Path. Yeah, I know, Razzie. And for those of you that don't know, it's not bad enough that I need to hatch 5 total Burmy. I need 3 of those 5 to be female, and 1 of those 5 to be male. Yeah, I have PLA. So like, these, with the exception of Tapu Lele and Deoxys, I have all the shiny Pokemon. What I'm working on now, though, is getting all the shiny Pokemon in Premier Balls. You Yeah, but see, like, what's... I mean, I don't want to Masuda hunt all the... I don't want to Masuda hunt the whole Burmy line either, but I don't know any better way to shiny hunt them. Then in Sword and Shield, we got a handful of Masuda hunts. And these are some of these are like questionable. I could Masuda or I could Wild Encounter. Kabuto, Why Not, Purloin, Daramaka, Yamask, Sizzlipede, Corsola, Runerigus, Galarian Corsola, Galarian Daramaka, and Galarian Yamask. Yeah, so like with exactly, Razzing. This is what I was talking about earlier. So since Wormadam is locked into a form, I need 3 Wormadam. Since Burmy can change forms, I just need 1 Burmy. I have 1 Poke Radar left to do, and it's going to be a tough one. I need to do a Poke Radar cast form. I mean, I don't need to. I could also Masuda hunt it, but, you know. I think it'd be kind of fun to do a Poke Radar. Aerodactyl and Swoobat, Cherubi, which we're doing here. We're going to have a stream series in the future where I'm looking for a Lunatone and Solrock in this game. Cast form, on the Switch, BDSP is the only game that has cast form. If I'm correct. I'm pretty sure it's not in Sword and Shield. I could Masuda hunt it again like I did in Ultra Sun. But, you know, just to try and keep things, one, you know, give a little variety, and 2, be able to stream it. I'm thinking do the Poke Radar for that one. Maractus, Blipbug, and Wooloo. I figure I'll do Wild Encounters in this game. You can get a ton of Maractus on Route 6 if you have a Harvest Pokemon. And then I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Wild Hunts to do in Scarlet and Violet. Quilava, Typhlosion, Hisuian Typhlosion, Bastiodon, Duat, Hisuian Samurott, Gastrodon East, Counterfeit Poltergeist, and Counterfeit Sinistcha. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Masuda hunts in Scarlet and Violet. Sneasler, Basculegion Male, Basculegion Female, Hisuian Growlithe, Hisuian Arcanine, Hisuian Sneasel, Hisuian Zorua, Hisuian Zoroark, and Basculin White. And then that leaves 3 Family Mousehold and Unknown. And I don't know what I'm going to do about Unknown. And a partridge in a berry tree. Like, I have it filled out, like I said, with the console, the gen, the game, and the method. And then if you look all the way down at the bottom, for Unknown, it's just blank. I don't even know what to do about that yet. Unknown is in BDSP. Yeah, I guess it would be in BDSP, but I don't know where it is. If it's in the ground underground, or if it's... Wait, I think I do remember where it is. Isn't there a cave? Isn't there a cave that, like, the more stuff you do, like you go into the cave at first and it's like pretty empty, and then as you progress in the game, like the cave expands? Salation Ruins, that's what I'm thinking of, Reeves. Yeah, and that's a 100% spawn rate, right? All that's in there is unknowns. I completely forgot about that. You guys were so smart. I was afraid I was going to have to... The only other option I could think of was the unknown cave in Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, which now that the internet's down, I'm not even sure if I can access that. Has anyone gone back? It's been a while since I played Oris. Um, has anybody gone back yet into Oris to see if the daily islands still show up, or are they locked now? Do the islands still switch every day? Yes, I mean, eventually I would like to have the entire unknown decks in Premier Balls. For right now, I'm fine with just having one. I mean, I currently have 17 shiny unknown. I'm missing missing 11, but those are from PLA. Good morning, Eric. How you doing? Bright and early this morning. Stupid Squovit. Of course, Eric joins the chat and the Squovit shows up. I forgot about Salation Ruins. That's a good idea, guys. I shouldn't say I've never. I have done a full odds hunt in BDSP. I did Arceus, Shaman, and Darkrai. But other than that, I've never done a hunt. I don't know who that is, Shinies. Always a troll's maid, never the bride troll. Shiny 420, I'd be good with that. I think, that would be very appropriate. One, because it's a grass type, and I don't know if you knew this or not, Eric. Cherubi's Pokedex number is 420. Is Poot Lovato the love child of Imogen Poot and Demi Lovato? Or like some sort of mashup, like if you squish the two of them together? If Imogen Poot married Demi Lovato, would she hyphenate her name and become Imogen Poot Lovato? I love that for you, Shinies. I love that for you. I'm so lost and you think it's okay? It's okay. I didn't realize that was her middle name. She is a great actress. Oh my gosh, that movie Green Room was so haunting, and she was so good in it. That whole cast was amazing. I think that was one of the first A24 movies I watched. Is it really Shinies? I didn't know that. So Billy isn't short for anything? I assumed Billy was short for something. Mewtwo, what's going on? Thank you for the lurks. Short for Billy Club. Is that true, Shinies? I didn't know that. Yeah, I know they're really talented, Cheese. I didn't know there was a documentary on Netflix or wherever. I might have to check that out. What's everyone's favorite Billie Eilish song? I know she's got a lot of them. You know, like all the songs that she never made. Dang, Kieran with the Eilish shade. Eilish shade. Sounds like a makeup. I mean, I don't like own any of her albums or anything. Did that make me sound old if I said I don't own any albums? When the Party's Over. When the Party's Over is a good one. My favorite is Ocean Eyes. I gotta move that counter over. All right, here we go. This is tree number 99 and 100. Oh, I know the series you're talking about, Cheese. Yeah, I forget what is that called? My Next Guest or something like that. Squovet, and on the 100th tree is a cherubi. So we are a little. What's the right term? Not over odds. We're not getting as many cherubis as we need to. Yeah, Reeves, send that over to me. Send it over to me, please. I can't remember exactly where it is. I mean, I'm guessing outside of Solution, but yeah, I'm gonna look into that. Maybe we'll do a full odds wild hunt in BDSP. It's something I never thought I'd say. Maybe we can. Thank you, Reeves. Maybe we can set it up to do that while we're doing a Masuda hunt. Are there any Pokemon that that have the ability Flame Body or Magma Armor that also have False Swipe and or Paralyze or Spore or Hypnosis or Glare or Stun Spore? Kanye one from 2019 was actually really good. Volcarona. Unfortunately, Volcarona is not going to be available in BDSP. I should have mentioned that too. I want to have somebody. I want to have somebody. You don't want. That's a good point, Daddy. You're so smart. I didn't even think about that. Since it's in BDSP, we're gonna need to be talking about Gens 1 through 4 only. Yeah, I didn't think about that. We don't want Flame Body and False Swipe. You're absolutely right. Magma Armor would be okay, right? I'm just wondering if we can have a Pokemon that can both help hatch the eggs quickly and be a shiny hunter. What ability again? Magma Armor. Yeah, we'd be down to 4 eggs. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. It's been so long since I've played BDSP. Can you access the boxes from wherever, or do you need to go to the Poke Center to log into the computer? I can't remember if they added that quality of life into it. You can? Okay, so I would be able to switch out eggs as I'm down in the cave. It's a very nice quality of life feature. Magma Armor should be fine if Pokemon has False Swipe with it. Okay. You have a good one for me. Let's hear it, Shinies. I don't know who those people are, Shinies. The name Haley Williams sounds vaguely familiar. You wonder why you joined chat live and sent you back so far? Didn't realize you were behind until almost finishing your coffee. And Eric, you're probably sitting here saying, why the heck isn't Hefty talking to me? Change your date when it's cheese. We're on. We don't have to worry about that now. This is not weather dependent, so we're on today's date. Paramore. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm vaguely familiar with her. No flame body or magma armor models get false swipe, but Rapidash does get hypnosis and flame body. That might be the plan then. Anyone have access to a catch rate calculator at the moment? You did your job, Cheese. I really do appreciate it. I genuinely appreciate it. I'm not trying to shrug you off. It's just not a factor for this hunt. Let's see, that's what I want to know, Reeves. I don't know what the catch rate is. So, like, what would the catch rate be if it was full health and asleep? You need to make a false swipe ghost equivalent move. That'd be pretty neat. I would like to see more. I've thought about this in the past. I would like to see more moves that do the same thing as false swipe, but in different types. But maybe that would be a little OP, right? Thanks, Reeves. 62.424% chance of capturing it per ball. There should have at least a 50% catching it within one ball and 95 within 4 balls. Okay. That's when it's asleep. Alright, then yeah, we'll be fine. Flame body, Rapidash with hypnosis. That's wild. Whoever would have thought that I'd be using a Rapidash to shiny hunt? Higher stint with mom was all caused by non-infected kidney stones. Okay, thanks for the update, Cheese. I mean, that's never fun, but I'm glad it wasn't anything more serious. You don't know its level? Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely going to be less than level 60, so I think we're golden. None have false swipe and magma armor. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't sound like we're going to need it, though. Excuse me. Max is 25. Okay, then we're definitely good. So, yeah, maybe we'll do that. I could, if I am able to get to the unknown island in Oras still, that would technically be statistically a faster hunt, because the shiny charm works in that game. So it'd be 1:13:65, but I wouldn't be able to stream it. So yeah, I think that might be a stream series we do. Stuff could be unearthed down the line, but for now, on the incline. I'm glad to hear that, Cheese. And seriously, thanks for the update. I appreciate it. Thanks to everyone for hanging out with me today on this beautiful Saturday. Say it every day that I stream, but doesn't make it any less true. You guys are the best way for me to start my day. So that just leaves Mousehold, 3-family Mousehold, as the other X factor. And I don't know if there's a good way to hunt for it, or if there's just a way to hunt for it, and I refuse to accept the reality of the situation. Sorry. Hey, no reason to apologize, Johnny. We love the lurkers. I lurk in a lot of streams. Just hanging out for any amount of time is always appreciated. Max odds are 99.96. I didn't know that. Yeah, Ron, you heard Mousehold. Not all of us can Masuda hunt a 3-family Mousehold in an insanely under odds fashion. Been away for a week, you just need catching up on stuff. I get that. Isolated and Paradise Barren. Paradise Barrens, where's that? Wait, is that in the teal mask? Tandem mouse is isolatable in Kitakami? How did I not realize this before? It's the only normal type Pokemon in that area? Really? So I'm able to do it like I did the Dunsparce now? Just drop a sandwich, just run around. Well, not exactly like the Dunsparce. I'm still going to have to KO everything. If that's the case, I don't want to get my hopes up yet. I mean, if I could just drop a sandwich and just run around and KO an unlimited number of Tandemaus. It did cheese. It absolutely did. I'm trying to think now, and I can't think of any other normal types that would be in the area. Munchlax is to the south. Back from lurking. Welcome back. It really has carried, and see, this is why I love this community so much, is like, I think I know a lot about Pokemon, but I learn from you guys daily. I'm waiting for Reeves to confirm this because this could be a game changer. I'm not getting my hopes up yet. Pyroar's not in that area, right? I don't even think Pyroar's in Kitakami. I don't know why I just said that. Two Squovits, we don't like that. That's where we say boo. Oh, Reeves, I thought you were like Googling it. I didn't realize you were actually jumping in the game and checking. Well, you're just amazing. Based hunts on what you see us do. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what a lot of people do. I mean, that's certainly something I did too. I mean, you know, this hunt right here actually was inspired by Reeves because he did it a few weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, there's very few unique hunts under the sun, right? Like, pretty much any hunt you can do, someone else has already done, and that person probably saw somebody else do it as well. Trico, what's up? You got Cherubi and Legends? Me too, but I don't have one in a Premier Ball. So that's why I'm doing this. From the looks of it, it is... Was I in the wrong YouTube last September? Like, were people talking about this? Because I feel like this should have been talked about. If they made it so that you can isolate hunt Tandemaus and Kitakami, I feel like people should have been talking about this. I mean, that's seriously a game changer. I mean, everybody who's ever hunted tandem mouse, you know, unless they're doing it like through the dens, like there's always been other garbage you had to deal with, like, you know, iggly buffs, stuff like that. You could get outbreaks, but, you know, it was, you know, questionable whether or not all the outbreak tandem mouse were for family. I must have missed out on that, Razzie. I can't believe I'm just now finding out about it. On a lower portion of the mountain. Really? Found another god path for Tornadus? Nice, Hassan. Congratulations. Midnight Lycanrod, Dreadnought, Magneton, Marangaroo. Oh yeah, that's a great lineup. Where the heck was I? Mystic Emerald, hello. Yeah, both forms of Lycanroc and DAs is phased for Tornadus. Nice. My mind is blown right now. You didn't know that either? Okay, so it's not just me at least. That does make me feel a little better. I can't believe that. And that's like the perfect setting to do that hunt because it's all like there's no grass. It's all dirt. The white stands out next to it. Same here, Reeves. Matt Prokopek, I'm doing well, buddy. How are you doing? Have you recovered from the 24-hour stream yet? You insane man. You doing all right? Good. Hope Lizzie's doing well too. Yeah, I know, Hassan. It's very annoying. I hope that's something that they roll out in the future. Darkville, what's going on, bud? Good to see you. Happy Saturday. There's a Cherubi. Good, just tired? I'm doing well. I'm still a little sleepy, but I got my coffee. And I just got my mind blown finding out that you can isolate tandem mouse in Kitakami, which somehow in the past 8 months I never knew. You know what else I didn't know until I knew it? Was in Scarlet and Violet, the Terror raids, unlike the Dynamax Adventure raids, Do not autosave before and after the battle. Totodile, what's going on? The acquisition of knowledge is growth, and Hefty just gained an inch in height. I got that extra inch that I've been looking for. Yeah, what's up, Rosie? Totodile today, huh? But yeah, I found out that the game doesn't autosave after a Terra raid like it did Dynamax Adventures, because, and I haven't had the heart to tell him this for months, my dear friend Ron G, the OG, was kind enough to invite me to a 3-family mousehold Terra raid. Not a shiny one, just a regular one, because I still hadn't gotten a regular 3-family mousehold, and I was over odds. I was at almost like 200. 200 that I evolved, and so he invited me one. So I finally got my 3-family mousehold, and I was like, yay! And then like 2 days later, I grabbed the Switch, and I realized that the battery died, and I had not saved, and so I no longer had the 3-family mousehold. So I need a regular one. I need to reclaim a regular one as well. I'm sorry, Ron. You were so kind to invite me to that, and I didn't have the heart to tell you. I just assumed after the raid it would autosave. It's a fruit, Lady Papa Pee Pee Poo Poo. What's going on? It is. We're looking for a cherry. You like cherries, don't you? Maybe this can be a Pokemon that you like. You would have made the 4-family one the 1 in 100. So I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that the reason why the 3-family is rarer than the 4-family is because it's more uncommon to have one child than it is to have 2 children. It is a cherry. You want to hear something really crazy, Lady Papa? You see how it's like a cherry, and then it's got like the stem with the leaves, and then there's a little itty bitty cherry on the other end with a little happy sleepy face. You see that second head there? The big one eats that small one for nutrition. Siamese peach, I could see that. I think more so with the shiny than the regular. I could see that. It's dark. That's Pokelore. It's in the Pokedex info. Now, to be fair, even though it has a face, it's not actually alive. It's just like a nutrient sac. But I think it's more like eating a parasitic twin. That's messed up. Leave the little one alone. I mean, let's be honest. The little one's cuter. Mikey Acevedo, what's going on? My morning's going well so far. How's your morning going? X and Y trainer battle music is the best. That's some good music. The cute one always dies first. That's right. Just love its deck summary. All right. You know what, Eric? So earlier, when you were behind in stream, but you were talking in the chat and I was talking to you, and you thought I was ignoring you because you were behind in chat or behind the stream, I told you, because you said that you guessed that it was going to shine at 420, and I said, and I quote, Eric, I would be so happy for it to shine at 420, because that's a low number. Also, I think it'd be very fitting for Cherubi, a grass Pokemon, and Eric, I didn't know if you know this, its dex number is 420, so, but you did know that, because you're awesome and smart. Now we need a Legends EA form where the sleepy one gets revenge. I think we do. Storms, thank you for the Kirk lurk. Mikey, your morning's going good. I'm glad to hear that. Two Squovits? Are you serious? What a scam. What an absolute scam. Thank you to everyone for hanging out with me today during this crazy little hunt. Squirrels are eating the cherries. No fair. Those dang squirrels, they screw up everything. I am definitely not getting 75% Cherubi, though. I'm a little upset about that. I'm not saying those aren't the odds. I know those are the odds, but we're just getting bad RNG. We are definitely not getting 75% Cherubi. Probably why C dots aren't in the tree. That could be. Guys, I finally got my freaking shiny Sunkern in a Premier Ball last week. I was as excited for that shiny Sunkern as I am most shiny legendaries. Talking Flower, you just got a Ditto. Congratulations on that. What game? Ooh, they both came in at almost the same time, and they're both cherries. We love to see it. Double shiny Pokemon Sleep. Duo, I'm assuming. The hearts. Yeah, Duo and Magneton. Congratulations. Pokemon Gold. You got a Ditto in Pokemon Gold? Congratulations. That's awesome, Talking Flower. I never got a shiny in Pokemon Gold other than the Gyarados. Maddie P, I got a question for you, and don't take this the wrong way. I'm in the search for knowledge, not to try and downplay anything. From your experience, because I know you've been playing Pokemon Sleep basically since it came out. In your experience, how accurate do you find Pokemon Sleep to be with your sleep tracking? You just want the juice. You want to juice it. I think we all want to juice it, Lady Papa. You're heading out later. Heading out. Be back later. I can't talk. McTelligence, thank you so much. If I don't talk to you, I hope you have a great rest of your day. You're sick as a dog. You need vitamin C. Just go grab some oranges and squeeze them in your mouth. Oh, stupid squirrel. But now I ask about Pokemon Sleep because my tiny brain can't understand how putting a phone on the bed next to you can accurately gauge your sleep. I mean, I think we're at a point with technology where it's beyond my understanding of how things could be possible. We all need vitamin C and a sparkly cherry. We need it. Green Goblin would be a great Batman villain. I think he would be. I think he would. I don't think that's ever happened. I know Batman and Spider-Man teamed up. They fought, I believe it was the Joker and Carnage back in the 90s, but I don't think Green Goblin's ever fought Batman. They should though. Wheezing the Juice. Great reference, Keith. I'm a weasel. Wheezing the Juice. I love that movie, Keith. In my humble opinion, Encino Man perfectly encapsulates the early 90s. Didn't sleep till 5 a.m. and then when you finally could, you sound like a couple of street frogs fighting in an alleyway in the mean streets of Ribbit City. That's a great picture, Lady Papa. You gonna watch sometime this week? You should. You got a joke for me? Let's hear it. Sleep tracking isn't perfect, but it's better than you thought it would be. Yeah. So I mean, I trust you. Like I believe you are aware enough of your sleep habits to get an idea of whether it's accurate or not. That just blows my mind. I don't understand how it could. But you know what? If you can shiny hunt in your sleep, that's pretty neat. Thought hackers was gonna. Hackers. Look. Even when hackers came out, I saw that movie and said, "Have they ever used a computer before?" What did the jester say to the guards? I don't know, Mikey. What did the jester say to the guards? Geez, style-wise, like fashion-wise, yeah, it's a pretty fair representation of the 90s. And I guess the concept is a fair representation of what people thought in the 90s. Try to find those books they had. So, do you guys remember I know it's still around, but it's not nearly as good as it used to be. The website cracked.com, probably about 10, 15 years ago, it was like one of the first websites I go to in the morning. I loved their articles. They were hilarious. It became a little bit too much of a listicle website, in my opinion, in the last 10, 15 years, but it used to be fantastic. Some of the writers they had were great. He told them he'd be there all night. Bum. I like that. Mikey. But there's one article on crack.com where it was egregious examples of television writers that have never known what a computer is or how like the internet works. And there's an episode, I want to say it was NCIS. And this has always stuck with me because it's just absolutely hilarious. I think it was NCIS, where they were trying to track down some killer or criminal or something, and they found out that he played an online multiplayer RPG, an old MMORPG. So they create a new avatar and go into this game, and they're walking around this World of Warcraft looking thing, trying to find the avatar of the person they're looking for. And they find him. And they're like, hey, we want to ask you some questions. And so what does the guy do when he realizes that these people in the game are actually the cops? They want to talk to him. What does this person in the game do? Does he log out? Does he close the game? Does he turn off the computer? No. He starts running away in the game, and they have to chase him in the game. Am I now an onion guy? Why would I be an onion guy? I mean, I don't mind onions. Yeah, cheese. He runs away, and they chase him. And they catch him. And they somehow force him to answer their questions. Oh, The Onion, yeah. I don't read The Onion on a regular basis, but a lot of times a couple of my friends will forward me articles, and I think they're hilarious. You love Swordfish as a movie, but it's such BS. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to find a movie or TV show about computers that seems to have been written by anyone who's ever looked at a computer. Geez, you have the Cookbook Manifesto? Oh my gosh. So let me get this right. A player of an MMORPG can't outrun noobs. He can't just quick teleport to somewhere where they can't access. Not very realistic. Yeah, exactly. You know, plus the whole idea of like maybe just turning the game off. Like just log out and you'll just not be in the game anymore and they can't get you. Humans are like onions because we have layers. That's very true, Mikey. In that way, humans are also like ogres. You're afraid to open it now? Well, if it's on a flash drive, you should be safe, right? Just, you know, disconnect any internet connections before you open it up. That's funny. I remember when it wasn't even like the the dark internet back then. It was like the teenage goth internet. Hanging out in corners of the internet where like, yeah, they were handing that around and stuff. You played RuneScape for 20 years, you can easily escape if someone talks to you? Well, that's a long time to play. You're better at that than I am. I'm not sure if I've ever played RuneScape. I don't think I have. You must be an expert though. I feel like we're slowly catching up to where we should be encounter-wise. Cherry. You're not an expert, you know a lot, you can do nearly all the bosses, but you're only a casual mid-level player compared to a lot. I bet you're pretty awesome. The short's background is super cute too. I hate to tell this to you, Lady Papa, because I'm afraid it might change your opinion. The short's background was done by Shinies. Shinies has actually helped me out a ton with the channel. With overlays, thumbnails, etc. A lot of that stuff actually did work, especially with like the dollar bills of certain vending machines. Oh, really? Yeah, I never got a hold of it myself. Oh, you're welcome, Daddy Crackles. Cherry. Why would that change your opinion? Because I know how you like to rile him up, and he likes to rile you up. You think Cherubi's going to shine at 159? I hope so. That would be a good number to shine at. Nick is the worst. Never stand in the way of a bromance. He is my internet husband. He's the bro to my Mance, that's right. Mance Raider. Divorce would be so messy, you're stuck with him. Yeah. I mean, we would just, you know, live in different wings of the house. I mean, there's famous couples that do that all the time. They stay married because of all the perks and benefits, but, you know, they haven't talked to each other in years. Like, one might stay in, like, a west wing, the other one might stay in an east wing. Yes, we live in a birdhouse. Shinies and I are each exactly 3 inches tall. Are there even wings to homes now? What, you don't have wings on your house? I got like, I got like 6 wings. I got more wings than KFC, you know what I'm saying? I have a helicopter, yes. Saying different wings to the house sounds like something a British person would say. We do have a couple of British people in here. They can let us know. Is that something that British people say, talking about wings of a house? A wing is a part of a building, or any feature of a building, that is subordinate to the main central structure. The individual wings may directly adjoin the main building, or may be built separately, and joined to it by a connecting structure such as a colonnade or pergola. You just assume mansion when you hear wings? I do too. Wings of an angel. You know, there's songs about wings of an angel, arms of an angel, angel eyes. I feel like no one ever talks about angel elbows. There should be a song about angels' elbows. Homes are just different floors, yeah. They build up, not wide. Face Like an Angel by Y&T, there you go. Where's my elbow angel song, though? Angels in the Outfield. They don't want to lose your love tonight. Elbow Angel by 50 Cent. I gotta look that song up. That's probably a banger. That totally real song. Ducks can't eat bread because their stomachs can't handle it and cause them to pass away. Oh no. I better stop feeding bread to ducks. I know you shouldn't feed rice to birds too. I know they got rid of that at weddings. And now they just do bubbles. Or birdseed. Ducks eat oats. And grapes, I think. You ducked up. Sure did. Bread to birds is terrible also. Yeah. My advice is just don't ever feed anything to any animal. Ever. They made it this long without humans. They can handle themselves. You'd feed some geese all the rice. You're just cruel, Big Cheese. Great advice. Thank you, Shinies. So I have a bunny that lives in my backyard. And most mornings, you know, when I look out the back door, when I'm making my coffee or when I'm going to work, and I leave to get the car, I see it out there, and it's always like eating grass and plants and stuff like that in the in the yard, and I think to myself, if I had like 50 more rabbits, I wouldn't have to mow the lawn anymore. I could just let them eat, let them graze. So I need to find a second rabbit so that these two can start having children. I used to have a dispenser for little pellets that were safe to feed the ducks geese to provide them to reduce the other foods people used to feed them. That would be smart. But who might argue this, the day of my daughter's wedding? I remember that Friends, not Friends. I remember that Family Guy episode. Why did I say Friends? Shinies, there's actually only one auto counter trigger on this one. This is part of the reason why I'd start late. I was messing around with it, trying to figure out what to do. So the trees is an auto counter by 2 encounters per reset. Same as with the regular reset hunts I've been doing on the channel. Once the Game Freak logo pops up, the number of trees increases by 2. And then when the Cherubi shows up, I just hit the plus button on my other auto counter. I couldn't figure out a good way to set up a Cherubi auto counter. I mean, I could if I clipped like a wild Cherubi showed up. But then that would mean I'd be forced to wait for that to happen before I do resets. So yeah, it's a combo of the auto counter and DCSB. I mean, I guess I could because, you know, now that I'm doing it, like in theory, that's what my thought was. But now that I'm doing it in practice, the fact that both games don't see the Pokemon at the same time, you know, it's a variable how many times you have to shake the tree. I could probably set up an auto counter to a wild Cherubi appeared. You can clip it before the text appears. Yeah, but it needs to be there long enough for it to register before I reset the game. But, yeah, I mean, I think I probably could do it with the text. I mean, you're right. You're right, Daddy. You're right. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll try doing 2 auto counters. All right, when we hit 200 trees, I'm going to go on a quick break. And we are definitely not doing as well as we should. The Cherubi is a 75% spawn rate. And as you can see, there is no way we're going to get to 150 Cherubis in the next 8 checks. Daddy, I'm assuming we do. Just the shiny auto counter, the one you got to run as administrator, purple. I know everyone else is calling you Kraggles, but for some reason, I feel more comfortable calling you Daddy. I hope that's okay. Yep, that's the one. Yeah, I had a feeling. It's really good. It's such a good auto counter. Okay, you heard me. I said what I said. I stand by it. Trying to get shiny Knackley from eggs. I hope you get it, Sandra. I like Knackley. I like the whole line. Oh yeah, Daddy. That's who got me onto it as well. When Kem found that shiny auto counter, I was asking him about it, and he sent me a link to where he got it, and I've been using it for pretty much everything ever since. It's very helpful. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm going to be back in a couple minutes. I'm going to take a quick break. Feel free to hang out, chit chat, talk amongst yourselves, Enjoy the music. Um, Lady Papa Pee Pee Poo Poo with the 12 months of membership. Thank you so much. And you know what? Yeah, we're going to go with that. Lady Papa's in charge while I'm gone. I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Are back. Ooh, time for tea. What kind of tea are you getting, Lady Papa? Crow, what's going on? How you doing? Oh, Sandra, congratulations on the cat. What kind of cat is it? Your throat sounds like dueling crocodiles. It's my favorite piano duet. Thank you, Mikey. Tabby, nice. Just clean a little before you start working on school stuff. How's school going? Her name's Pepper. Aw, that's a cute name. That just made me think of Pepper Ann. Anybody remember the cartoon Pepper Ann? It had one of the best theme songs ever. It sounded like it was written by the Muffs. Hook is confused when he hears you. I get that. Kitty is the best. He'll die on that hill. You're on summer break, Mighty Munchkin. Congratulations. So who here thinks I'm gonna phase on a squirrel? You got me rocking and rocking and reeling, Barbaran. Bop, 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 Barbaran. I know there's that new Beach Boys documentary on Disney Plus. Hefty Dad watched it the other day. He said it's pretty good. Cheese sandwich is not a good name for a grilled cheese. Well, yeah, I mean, cheese sandwich, that doesn't inform you of the best part of the grilled cheese sandwich, which is the grilled part. All these berries going to waste. That is true, Keith. That is not the jelly you want to use. Very wise. Yes, PSA of the day. Do not eat petroleum jelly. Why does the music sound like it's from Street Fighter? It does kind of, doesn't it? Who was everyone's favorite Street Fighter 2 character? For me, it was Blanca, but I used E Honda a lot as well. Anything with the word petrol in it. Yep, don't eat it, don't drink it. Ryu? Ryu's a good one. Cammy! Oh my, I forgot about Cammy. Cammy was pretty cool. Which Street Fighter 2 was that? Because I know like Cammy and a few other characters weren't in the original Street Fighter 2, but they had like the deluxe editions, and they all had different names. What did Cammy first appear in? Was Street Fighter 2 Turbo? Chun-Li. Chun-Li was good. I always wanted to be good with Vega, but I never was. I feel like that happens to me a lot in fighting games. There's always a character I think looks so cool, and I want to be really good with them, but I'm not. Somebody get me a Mai Tai and some Wi-Fi. That sounds like a great weekend right there. Oh no, Razzie, I wasn't trying to negate your answer. It's still a legitimate answer. I was trying to remember which version of Street Fighter 2 she came in on. I mean, I remember that being a joke in the video game community for years about how like there was never going to be a Street Fighter 3. There was going to be like 100 versions of Street Fighter 2. What was was it DJ? Who was the other guy that they introduced? That like him and Cammy both worked for like the Black Ops or like Green Berets or something like that. Oh, you feel my pain? Trying to be a hitman? Yeah. Was it guy? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's no, you're right, Razi, you're right. So Cammy worked with Guile, who was a American Special Forces guy with epic hair. But then there's another guy they introduced in Turbo who is a really built black guy. I want to say his name was DJ. And I think he had some sort of like military background or something too. DJ, yeah, okay, yeah. Carly May, hello, good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing well. Guys, we are just 9 subs away from 1,700. I don't know if we got anyone lurking out there that hasn't subscribed yet. I would ask, if you are not subscribed, you think about possibly hitting that sub button. Only if you want to. I don't want you to feel pressured. People say Ken is a basic answer for favorite Street Fighter character. This is gonna be a hot take. I feel like. I mean, I don't know enough about Street Fighter 2 fandom to know if this is a hot take or not, but I'm assuming it is. I was never a fan of Ken. It felt too much like a Ryu clone. I never saw the draw. And I know a lot of people like Ken. I never got it. Dark Reaper, what's going on? Good to see you. You're hanging out with your sister and niece today? That's lovely, Carly. Doing the online food shop, what? Oh, you were beaten with the answer. Okay, yeah, Razzie beat you with the answer. Because you were shopping for food. Guile equals Iceman? Absolutely. Akuma? Yeah, Akuma was cool. I know that was another late edition. I don't think it's going to come as a surprise to anyone that knows me that my favorite fighting game had to have been Marvel vs. Capcom. You love this Pokemon so much. The squirrel? I figured you'd like the squirrel. Trying to do a Zapdos raid on Pogo. Good luck on that. Usually one of your favorites. I mean, I remember when they came out with the X-Men fighting game. The Capcom made X-Men fighting game that used the same engine as Street Fighter 2. And that was just epic. I spent so much money in the bowling alley at the arcade machine. Oh, definitely arcade, geez, definitely arcade. And then when they came out with Marvel vs. Capcom, my head exploded. Ari, good morning. Carly, I know you're talking about the Cherubi. I'm just teasing you. I am not a fan of the squirrel either. I miss arcades. I remember 8th grade, I was living in Colorado Springs at the time, in the state of Colorado. And there was a big arcade. This would have been like 93, 94. And I'm talking big, like they had like probably close to 100, if not more, different arcade machines of different games. They had the Street Fighters, they had the Mortal Kombats, they had the Avengers fighting game, they had the Simpsons game, Final Fight, Dragon's Lair, like all the great arcade games. They had, at the time it was cutting edge, they had a VR setup too. It was just, looking back, was terrible. Happy June. Took like forever to get here. I feel like this year's been flying by. Nashville has some big old school arcades. I'd love to go to one of those. Once you mentioned how beautiful Colorado Springs is to your dad's girlfriend at the time, she said the place in Cars, Radiator Springs. No, different place. Different place, dad's girlfriend. You want arcades to make a comeback? Not as a trend, as a permanent thing. I agree, Mikey. I totally agree with that. Like our local mall, which has been on its last legs for years. I mean, it's so dying. Like, There's no anchor stores anymore except for um, Burlington Coat Factory and Books A Million. Like the regular stores, there's like there's always gonna be like Spencer's Gifts and like American Eagle. It has like the most pathetic arcade ever. It's like the size of like one of the smallest mall stores there can be, and it's just got like claw games and um, what's the hockey game called? You know what I'm talking about, like where the table vibrates and you got the disc. Like that's it. Burlington Coat Factory is highway robbery. Taco Bell breakfast. I want some Taco Bell breakfast burritos right now. Air hockey. Thank you, Matt. I don't know why I'm blanking on simple words today. But yeah, that's it. It's like claw machines and air hockey. That's it. They call it an arcade. Oh, you know what, Razzie? I think that's the way it's supposed to work. Maybe this one's just really old and broken. Is that a place with $1,000 windbreakers? I don't know. I don't shop at Burlington Coat Factory. I'm aware of its existence, but I don't go there. That sounds like at least a couple $100 more than anyone should pay for a windbreaker. I mean, if I'm buying a windbreaker, I'm not going over $750. Taco Bell breakfast has the best fast food breakfast you can get, and oddly enough, it's somewhat affordable. I like affordable. Skull! Oh my goodness gracious, what's going on, Skull? 16 months? My gosh, how are you? Gotta have a windbreaker guy. Who's your windbreaker guy? Oh, I miss you too, Skull. It's always nice to see you. Hope everything's been well. Hope works well. I'm not sure what you're thinking of, Ari. But I'm like the worst person to ask. I have like no knowledge when it comes to like clothes shopping. Good morning, JJ. I'm glad you've been sleeping well. Oh, I think we all know what you mean by that, Mikey. Oh, okay, so Cheese is saying the area's right. It's just they had a different business model at the time. Why am I yawning? Yeah, JJ, I think we all know that Ken was joking about that. Portland, Oregon. I've never been to Portland. I've never been to Oregon at all, actually. I'd like to go. You were born in Oregon? How did I not know that? 9 hours of sleep. That's a lot of sleep. I don't remember the last time I slept for 9 hours. So green and beautiful there, just like you, green and beautiful. So Burlington Coat Factory changed to just Burlington, expanded their clothing options, shrunk their coats, and went to cheaper pricing clothing. Okay. So thank you, magnesium. You feel awesome. Were you not getting enough magnesium in your diet naturally? Nintendo should do a re-release of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I think they should too. You know the Spider-Man shirt you sent me? Yes, I do know that shirt. $8.99. That's pretty cheap. You were magnesium deficient. Oh my gosh, were you getting like nauseous and what were the other symptoms? Nausea, constipation, headaches, leg cramps, numbness, tremors, heart palpitations. Well, I'm glad the doctor figured out what was wrong with you. Tyler Shanks, I'm doing well as well. Oh, Ari, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. It's always important to be comfortable with yourself. Or happy. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. Definitely helps helps the mental whatevers. I'm currently working on that myself. I was starting to feel like I wasn't happy with myself as much as I used to be, and then when I went to have my physical last month, I found out that I had gained like 15 pounds over the past year. So I'm currently working on that myself as well. In the Northeast, knew it was winter when there was a coat shopping day at Burlington Coat Factory. Yeah, Lady Papa, stop being sick. What's wrong with you? Your dad worked in the fashion industry for a very long time? I'm learning so much about you today, Cheese. You want to punch your body for not being cool? Well, is that going to make it any cooler or less cool? Chadwick's of Boston. Okay. That's awesome, Ari. I'm very happy for you. They moved to a smaller company called J. Crew. Oh, okay. I think I might have heard of that one. Sounds, J. Crew sounds slightly familiar. So good at eating clean and working out, but no. Wanted to be a poopy pooperton. They're a nothing company. I think the stockholders would be shocked to hear you say that. One day, people around the world will know the name J. Crew. That's the goal. Ari, I made a new spreadsheet yesterday. Yeah, I was VP of catalog and print. Fly the shoots and help finalize the before print run. Oh, okay. All right. No, I get that. I get that. That's not too dissimilar from my industry. We don't do catalogs near to that level, but that is something that my company has had experience doing. Magnesium sounds like something Magneto would call his mutant powers or something. It does, Mikey. You're right about that. Can't believe they went through crews A through I before landing where they did. Well, they had to have the right team, Matt. They needed to have winners, and it took a while to find them. You made a spreadsheet recently? I'm so proud of you, Ari. Yeah, we were talking about earlier, Ari. Here is the list of all the Pokemon I left to hunt in Premier Balls. Which system, which generation, which game, which method. We're down to 50. You're the gatekeeper, you hold the lore. That's right. And Ari, I found out today, or as the kids say, I was today years old when Reeves informed me that you can isolate hunt Tandemaus in Kitakami, which blew my mind. Apparently, this was known. Razzie was saying that people were talking about it back in September. I just somehow missed out on that whole thing. So it looks like the hunt for the 3-family mousehold might be back on. Just to go to sample sales, warehouse run sales, been a few runway shows, runway shows, not runway shows. I also got to do the Boston Regatta every year from the stop line and club level. Oh, that's awesome, Cheese. Shady is back. Oh, by the way, yes, I listened to, I should say I watched the video to Houdini yesterday. You did a few sandwiches on stream for it, but no luck. Mighty Munchkin, have a great rest of your day, bud. Thanks for being here. Shinies, I am too. Yeah, I'd like to. I can't wait to hear the rest of the album. Oh my gosh, 2 Squovits. That's garbage. So I was saying earlier, Lady Papa, like I watched it and I thought it was a really good video. And the song was decent. My issue was that he sampled what is, in my opinion, the worst Steve Miller Band song. I've just never been a fan of Abracadabra. is the Matt Pat of this stream. I've heard the name Matt Pat. I don't really know anything about him. If you heat up, you can't cool down. Oh, is he the game theory guy? Okay, alright, yeah. Larry Larvesta flexing the 9 months of membership. Yo, 9 months is here. It sure as heck is. What's going on, Larry? That's right, Abra. Wait, I'll sing. I'll sing. Abra, abracadabra. It's gonna reach out and grab you. Yeah, it's just not my favorite Steve Miller Band song by a long shot. In case you're wondering, my favorite might be Fly Like an Eagle. Joker's up there too. Joker has to be up there. Yeah, okay, Mike. Yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Like I said, I recognize the name. I wasn't sure what from, though. Depending on whether you get dinner started now in the crock pot or wait till later and just make it on a pan in the stove. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Slow and low is the way to go. And you know that's true because it rhymes. Everyone knows that if something rhymes, it's true. Joker's your favorite? It's a classic. Absolute classic. You blow your nose with your toes, see? Another truth. Cubed steaks night. That sounds yummy. Blow your toes with your nose. That must also be true. Wait. I don't like that one. The more I think about it, I don't like that one, cheese. Ah, 2 squirrels. What the heck? If you don't know what to do, give all your money to Papa Poo Poo. Well, with the jingle like that, it's gotta be true. That's probably the best thing you can do. Happiness will ensue. All for you. It's a good thing you know what to do. Oh, what is up with these squirrels? You know, we were doing so good until Carly May came in here and said, I love that squirrel, and now we're getting squirrels. First Mean Foo in Pogo. Congratulations, Anne-Marie. You know, I wish everyone had their own theme when they get hyped up or something. That would be cool. If you guys had to have a theme song, if you had to have a song that played whenever you were just feeling good and great, and walking around, being all cool, living your best life, what would be your theme song? Harley squirreled the whole thing up. She did. Like, you walk into a room at a party, right? You arrive at the party. You're looking your best. You're doing fantastic. Everyone's gonna notice you. You walk in the room, what song plays? For Ari, it's Giratina's theme. I can't say I'm surprised. Weapon of choice, that's a good one, Ron. Good. I almost said good choice. You know what? I'm still going to say it. That's a good choice, Ron. You've never been that cool. You've always been that cool lady. Merged Zamazu theme from DBS. Okay. Break through it all. Blood Sugar Sex Magic. That's a good one. Prince, Pretty Man. Bury the Light. It's a deep cut. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that one, Lady Pop. I'm gonna have to look that one up. You'd love to have your own overworld music? Wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, do you remember? It was like one of the classic Family Guy episodes. It was in the original three. I want to say it's probably season 3, before the first cancellation. There was that episode where Peter wished for that, and he had his own theme song music. That was a pretty entertaining episode. For me, I think it's probably got to be either. You have that one on DVD? Yeah, I got the first 3 seasons on DVD. It's amazing. I'm having trouble thinking of something that would be better than the opening riff of Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, the impression that I get. So a whole song is Prince talking himself up. You enjoy the lyrics? Nice. Yeah, no, I think that's what I'm gonna have to go with. I can't think of anything else at the moment. I think I gotta go with the impression that I get. Peppy Ska's, yeah, that's what I'm feeling, lady. Like, Peppy Ska just puts me in a good mood. It's good, like, announcement music. Because, like, they always have those amazing riffs. Ooh. No, I take it back. That just jogged a memory. Straight from the Basketball soundtrack, we are talking the Real Big Fish cover of a-ha's Take on Me. That's what I'm going with. That was a fantastic cover, and a-ha's Take on Me is one of my favorite songs of all time, and I love that cover. You saw Real Big Fish live after their Candy Coated Fury album? Oh, that's awesome, Daddy. I'm jealous. Now, on the complete flip side, if I'm in a sad mood, my theme song has to be Evaporated by Ben Folds 5. When I was in high school and college, anytime a relationship ended, I'd lock myself in my room and play Evaporated on repeat for a couple of hours. Your mom walked away with the set list after a young girl tried stealing it from her? That's crazy. You haven't heard that band name in a really long time? It's because I'm so old. Oh, here we go. More Xenoblade 3 quotes. This hope of yours, how can there be anything like it? In this world, there's nothing but the void. Peer now into it and watch this precious hope of yours crumble to nothing. Sounds like a not so happy part of the game. Sounds like there's something bad going on. Erica, it says that's called N. Okay. Bjork or Erica Badu. Yeah, those are good ones. Those are good sad times musics. In my opinion, when it comes to Swerve, when it comes to Mojo, when it comes to what the kids call the Riz, during those times, I gotta side with Sir Fernando Montalvo on this. Nothing beats Sade. You gonna put on your theme real quick? Nice. Was that English? Some of it was. Sad Times music? You mean Snuff by Slipknot? Sure. I've actually not listened to a lot of Slipknot. Maybe I should, because I've recently realized there is a decent amount of metal that I enjoy. Sade is very healing. Okay. Yeah, so probably about 2 years ago, I discovered Electric Callboy, which was Eskimo Callboy at the time. Oops. And through that, I discovered like Ice Nine Kills, The Bunny and the Bear. We butter the bread with butter. And I was like, oh, I actually like a decent amount of this. So I've never gone back and listened to some of the older stuff that I never really got into, like Slipknot, or to go even older, like Pantera. Avatar, I will check that out, Anne-Marie. It's starting off strong with a fantastic name. Snuff doesn't ever really get heavy from a sound standpoint, more an emotionally heavy song. Okay, Larry. Yeah, I'll check that out too. Sonic's OST is better than Mario's OST? I haven't played enough of the Sonic games. I honestly haven't played a Sonic game since Sonic and Knuckles. I played the first 4 Sonic games and that was it. I never had, back when it was a thing, I was always perpetually behind with Sega stuff. I'd always get like, or not always, I had a Sega Genesis and a Sega CD. That's what I had. And I got that like years after they came out. And then I never got like the Saturn or the Dreamcast or anything like that. And then eventually Sega stopped making consoles and gave the distribution rights to Nintendo. Cam Nation, what's going on? Yeah, Anne-Marie, you got me convinced. I'm going to check them out. But I have heard amazing things about the Sonic games. I have a lot of friends that really enjoy Sonic, and I have heard that their soundtracks are pretty awesome. Lou, what's going on, Lou? Where did I see you the other day? I was lurking in a shining blue stream and I saw you there, Lou. I didn't know that you were a mod over there. A new update of 1.21 for Minecraft called Tricky Trials. It comes out June 13th this year. You're super excited for it. Nice. Found out yesterday that the director of Across the Spider-Verse was also the director of... really, Ari? What's their name? I watch Blue. Yeah, occasionally when I have time. You know, depends on if my schedule allows. But yeah, it feels weird to say I met Shining Blue. You know, like I met him as people do, like on the on the YouTube. And Shining Blue back in the day rated me quite a few times. I got to know him pretty decently. I think I rated him back a couple times too. He's a good guy. Gotta start your day now. They only slept 2.3 hours. I'm sorry, lady. All right, Black Waltz. Okay, so you'd recommend Black Waltz, Anne-Marie? That's an album I should check out. Lady Papa, you are a beautiful egg. Black Waltz and Never. Okay. They have 10 albums? Dang. I got a feeling that when I start listening to them, there's going to be at least like one song that I recognize. And I'll be like, oh, okay, it's that band. So that happens to me all the time. People will tell me about bands and songs. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And then when I end up listening to them, I recognize something. It's like, oh, yeah, I know this one. I just didn't know the name of the artist. Alex, what's up? Joaquim dos Santos. Okay, I do recognize that name. I don't see anything on my end, Mikey. Maybe there's something going on with YouTube. Sorry for that sneeze. I do recognize the name Joaquim dos Santos now from the Avatar credits. Yeah, he directed quite a lot of episodes. I thought maybe you were talking about Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni did a lot of Avatar. I'm not sure how much if any, Dave did with Korra. Director and executive producer. Okay, gotcha. Does Hefty get the shinies today at all today? Hefty does not get all the shiny today yet today. But maybe? Sounds good, Mikey. We'll be here. Still hunting Moltres and DAs? I hope today is the day, Anne-Marie. Kim, I learned something that blew my mind today. One of the guys here, awesome guy named Reeves, said this. And then a guy you might know, you might have heard of him, Razzie, backed it up. I somehow did not know this, that you can isolate hunt tandem mouse in Kitakami. So now I'm starting to get the itch again to try and go for the 3-family mouse hold. You got the Across Spider-Verse official art book yesterday in the mail. It's so cool. I know you had mentioned you were going to be getting that, Ari. I'm glad you finally got it. That's awesome. Also, Ari, don't forget, no rush. Obviously, no rush. But don't forget, I need you to let me know the best way to get you something physically. Welcome back, Mikey. Come on, Lower Switch. You've been so good all day. Finally. So the deal with the lower switch is both of these switches are connected to the same Nintendo account. And whenever you do that, one switch is identified as the primary switch, which is the top one. And then every other device is a secondary switch. So when you have multiple switches connected to the same Nintendo account, you cannot have more than one switch be on the internet at the same time. So every time I try and start up the game on the lower switch, it checks to see if the top switch is connected to the internet. If it is, it'll say it can't open the game. If it's not, it'll open. So unfortunately, we gotta wait for it to do that check every time, and sometimes for some reason, I don't understand, it gets hung up and it takes forever to check. So like you'll see here when I reopen the game now, the bottom one will have a little extra text box right there. Check and see if software can be played. And you know, normally it just takes that long. It's like a second or two, but sometimes it takes quite a long time. Puss in Boots, Last Wish, and the two Spider-Verse movies are peak cinema. I haven't seen the Puss in Boots movie, but I did hear that was really good. I love the Spider-Verse movies. You know what, Ari? I didn't think about that, but it makes sense. It makes sense. Akira and Blade Runner, that those would be inspired or influences. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Akira's fantastic. One of my bucket list things, I don't know if it'll ever happen, is so Akira, which I'm sure will be not a shock to anyone, was based off of manga. But in the 80s, Marvel Comics got the American rights to Akira, and so they published Akira comics, which I'm pretty sure is just like English adaptations of the manga. And I would love eventually to have the Marvel Comics Akira set. Akira's amazing. That was basically my introduction to anime. And what an introduction. Like the godfather of all anime movies. I have a steelbook copy of that on DVD. Like when I first got into comic books back in '91, I think they were finishing up the Akira series. They were released as like prestige format comics, like practically what would actually be considered graphic novels. And like I remember seeing them in the stores and everything, but I never picked any of them up. And nowadays, I think they're probably going to be a little hard to find. The art of Miguel in the book, I'm sure you love it. I'm sure it's fantastic. Aries, they are doing everything in their power to bring back 2099 in the comics right now. Miguel's in the middle of his second limited series in a row, and they just announced a new 2099 limited series coming out this summer. Oh, well, thank you, Mikey. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm kind of a spoiler phobe. I don't like knowing a lot going into something. Even if it's something like innocuous, like my dad does this all the time. He's like, oh yeah, you gotta see that movie. I won't say anything about it, but oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe the twist at the end. I don't like that because then I spend the whole movie looking for a twist. Beacon of Lexi, what's going on? Good to see you. Alright, that's 200 cherubis out of 300 trees. That is 66%. Cherubi's supposed to have a spawn rate of 75% at this tree with harvest, so we're not getting good rolls. But maybe by the time we get to 400, it'll even out. Let's see if we can get to... No, we're not. There's no way. There's no way we're going to get 100 Cherubis in a row. Never mind. I was going to say, let's see if it evens out to 75%, but ain't no way. If one Squovit shows up in the next 100, then we're still getting bad rolls. Oh, there's a Cherubi. Beacon Alexei, how you been? 207 days till Christmas. Oh my gosh. That's right around the corner. Been searching for the official Sonic cookbook because you thought it'd be fun to cook recipes with. That does sound like fun. Ari, I'm not positive because I haven't been reading them. Well, hold on. Let me back up. All right, so he's back to the original Spider-Man 2099 suit, which is the one that was in the movie. The blue with the red highlights and the like torn web armpits. He's had a few different costumes over the years, but that's the classic one. And yes, he is currently in that. They're not the same suit? What's different about them? I mean, I believe you. At this point, you know more about Miguel than I do, but I thought they were the same. I'm glad it's been a good year for you, JJ. Bunch of stuff, let me find... Okay, thanks, I'd appreciate that. The Spider-Man, 29 Spider-Man Versions 2 suit or whatever it's called. Yeah, but he's had a few over the year. The red and white one? Yeah, okay, that one. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good suit. Dang, 2 squirrels. We don't like that. We don't like when we get 2 squirrels. You know, they implement it in Beyond the Spider-Verse. Do we have a release date for that yet, Ari? Okay, all right. You're right. You're right, Ari. The whole chess piece is quite different. And the shoulders. I never noticed that. In Ari, you are officially the master. Drive into Union meeting. Drive safely, Maddie P. If Squirrel Girl was real, she would not be happy with what I said. Squirrel Girl is quite the character. What an interesting character she is. Um, defeating Doctor Doom in her first appearance. She's pretty cool. I like Squirrel Girl. But I mean, that's one character that, like, she appeared once in like 1990 and then was never seen again until like 2003. That's one character I never thought would make a comeback. And they actually did something good with her. Welcome back, Lou. No, Ari, I mean, you're absolutely right. It's just, I, it looked the same to me, but now I see it is quite different. I mean, the coloring is the same, the concept is the same, but the actual design is quite different. I never picked up on that. You're just showing me up. All right, guys, I know we started a bit late today. We started half an hour later than we normally do, but I don't think we're going to be able to go. Well, we might go 3 hours. I don't think it's going to be longer than that. Here's what we're going to do. Wow, stupid squirrels. We're going to go until we hit 350 trees. Right down here, the trees. We're going to go until that hits 350, or when the Cherubis hit 225. Hineki? Who? Oh! The movie suit's basically a hologram, so Hineki. And how do you feel about that, Ari? Can you buy rare candies? I don't think you can buy them. Can you? Like, the Chancy store, do they have rare candies for sale there? Don't buy or play Sonic Forces, get Frontiers because it's more fun. Oh, okay. I will keep that in mind. You feel so very normal about it, very normal, very socially acceptable. That's good, Ari. Hunt for Shiny Riolu. That's a beautiful shiny. I do already have it in a Premier Ball, though, so I'm not saying we won't hunt for it in the future, but it's probably going to be a little bit. I got to get through the rest of these ones I need in Premier Balls. But eventually, we're going to be hunting for stuff I don't need, so that is certainly something we could do. That's why you asked me. I can't remember if they're in the Chansey Supply Shop or not. Anybody know? Can you buy rare candies in the Chansey Supply Shop? Ari, I gotta send you some pictures from a comic I'm currently reading. Marvel just started their big summer crossover event. It's called Blood Hunt. Basically, vampires have taken control of all the people in the world that are connected with the Dark Force dimension, and have used those powers to encase the world in darkness. And now the vampires are basically taking over, and so, like, all the heroes are trying to stop them. And they have they introduce a new group of vampires called the Blood Covenant, and their designs are pretty awesome. Matty P gifting 5 memberships. Matt, you did not have to do that. We got Beacon of Lexi, Accelerate, Mino, CHS Grad, and Jan Van Eyck. Thank you so much, Matt. Thank you guys for the hype. Matt deserves it. Sounds right up your proverbial alley. I think so too. Can I give you a tiny spoiler? I'm going to give you a tiny spoiler because I don't think, honestly, I don't think you're going to read it. Not that you don't like it, but I just, logistically, I don't think you're going to read it. There have already been a couple of casualties. Both Black Panther and Miles have been turned. What shiny that I don't have at all, is Tapu Lele and Deoxys. That are shiny huntable. And I guess technically Manaphy and Jirachi. Um, I currently have a list of 50 Pokemon that I have shiny, but I need to rehunt them to catch them in Premier Balls. When a member of the CIA heads to bed, he goes undercover. I love it. What's going on, Space Ghost? You'll sub? I would appreciate that. We're only 9 subs away from 1,700. Oh my gosh, I just saw that sub number go up. Thank you so much, Nim. Yeah, and Ari, the the head bad guy, went to visit Doctor Strange because he knew that Doctor Strange was going to be a force to be reckoned with, and surprised him and bit him. So Doctor Strange got turned, but Doctor Strange, while he was still in control of himself, astral projected out of his body. So now there is a rabid vampire Doctor Strange running around, while actual Steven is an astral form helping everybody out. Get me lurking while playing Minecraft? Nice. Making Slovenian nut roll at the moment, letting the dough rise for a few hours. Ooh. Am I ready for Cap 4? I am. I am ready, Matt. There's a couple things I've already read about it that I'm not thrilled with as a fanboy, but I'm not going to let that dampen my excitement until I see it. There's just a couple of, and I mean, this happens pretty much for every movie. There's a couple of creative choices they've made that I'm find a little questionable, but I am excited. I really like Anthony Mackie. Of course, I like Harrison Ford. Um, who else is in it? I know there's some more people in it. I like that they're bringing back the guy from, I'm blanking on his name, the guy from Falcon Winter Soldier that was like uh, Falcon's, or I'll just say Anthony Mackie's buddy from the army, and they're going to bring him in as the new Falcon. I like that. Um, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I am a little nervous though, Matt, that I did hear about the fact that they're doing reshoots based off of an early screening. Oh man, I mean it's no, I'm don't you dare talk to them about what this random fanboy has an issue with. It's just changes from the comics. It's always changes from the comics. It's just why would you change how this happened or who this person is connected to? Just fanboy stuff that aren't real complaints because no one other than a nerd like me would care. Don't you dare ever tell anyone in Marvel Studios that Hefty has a complaint. I do have Pokemon Violet. In fact, in the not too distant future, we're probably going to go back to that on stream because there's a few hunts I still need to knock out. You are you, Ari. You, if nothing else, you are you. Pain in the butt to make, rolling out the dough, spraying the walnut paste, carefully rolling the dough back up. Okay. What about you, Nim? Do you have Pokemon Scarlet or Violet? Two Cherubis, love to see it. No? Okay. What's your favorite Pokemon game, Nim? Changes can't happen until voices are heard. But I am but one person. I am. Okay, you know what, Matt? You want an actual thing? You can bring it up to them and then they'll just laugh, and that's fine. I don't understand why they're making General Ross the president. Pokemon Shield? I happen to be playing Pokemon Shield right now. I love Pokemon Sword and Shield. Gonna make an orange creamsicle ice cream with marshmallows in it? That sounds delicious. I mean, like, I get that Harrison Ford is like one of the best presidents ever, but he doesn't need to be president in every movie. But we'll see how it fits in with the plot. Maybe it makes sense story wise. I was just surprised to see that General Ross was going to be president. Imagine one of the people making Cap 4 watching the stream right now. Well, Mikey, that's actually what's happening at the moment. He's too humble to say anything, but Mr. Matt Prokopek there works in the movie industry. Update because it's an elevator, then maybe you'll download it. Oh my gosh, Space Ghost. That's hilarious. So it's alumni weekend at the college I went to. And I still live in the same town as where I went to college. And so there's some alumni that are in town. I just got a text from one of my friends asking if I want to do lunch. Get on to 2,000 subs. Hopefully, Nim. Hopefully, we'll get there eventually. Right now, I'm hoping that maybe this weekend, probably not today at this point, but maybe tomorrow, we might get to 1,700. Stupid squirrel. Went to Faber University. Kinda. In a way. Not too far off. My fraternity was on double secret probation at one point. You're lagging. Uh-oh. I don't have anything on my end. Try refreshing the stream, or if you're on mobile, try quitting the app and getting back in. Uh-oh, Amory, you're lagging too? It's not on my end. It must be on YouTube's end. Sorry about that, guys. Unfortunately, nothing I can do about that when it's on YouTube's end. But fortunately, I didn't get a shiny while we were lagging. Thank you, Ron. Mikey wasn't getting any lag. That's good. Won't stop you from watching me. I appreciate that. I'm not ignoring you. What are you talking about? You said I like your new hat or something, and I read that and I said thank you. How am I ignoring? You're not lagging, but maybe you didn't notice. Well, I mean, yeah, you never pay attention to me. What's up with all the squirrels? They need to get out of here. You've been chatting for forever? Not for forever. Amber, I'm so happy you're here. You make the chat better with your presence every time. Well, JJ, sometimes when women say things that aren't true, it's best not to point out how untrue they are and just compliment them. Was I just still? Like when I was reading my screen, I probably wasn't moving too much when I was reading my screen. Was frozen? Like the entire stream was frozen or just me? Because if it was just me, then I wasn't frozen. I was just not moving. You're gonna throw me. Why are you gonna throw me, Amber? I gotta go now. All right, Mikey, thank you so much for being here. Hope to see you again soon. Stupid squirrel. That's right. That's right, Amory. Well, you know, it comes naturally. It's after years of playing the game Statue professionally, I naturally am pretty still. I was meditating the shiny. That's right. Come on, squirrel. We don't like it when we get the double squirrel. We don't like that at all. All right, we got just a couple more resets before we get going for the day, so I'm going to take this opportunity to go ahead and thank a couple people. I want to thank you to the new subscribers, first and foremost. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate your vote of confidence. I'm going to do my best not to let you down. I'd also like to thank Maddie P for the 5 gifted memberships, Larry Larvesta for 9 months of membership, LXL Skull, my good friend Skull, for the 16 months of membership, Lady Papa Pee Pee Poo Poo for the 12 months, McTelligence for the 7 months, Evelyn for the 6 months, Let's Play Johnny for the 10 months, James the Catboy for the 12 months, and Kieran for the 11 months. Thank you all so much. What is up with these squirrels? What is up with these squirrels? What even is going on with these squirrels? Violet's still updating? Dang, Amory. You know what? They heard us talking about the tandem owls, and they put out a quick update to get rid of the isolation hunt. They're like, oh crap, we need to throw an Oinkalone spawn in there real quick. Your mind go burr. Can I catch a shiny Roaring Moon in Pokemon Scarlet? I can, and actually I did. What was really cool was I caught the shiny Roaring Moon on the live stream when we got to 1,000 subs. It was really neat. Huge celebration. You did a Wurmple Alpha Horde with ghost permutations and got nothing. What's up with that? And what are ghost permutations? I don't understand your guys' lingo. All right, here we go. Last 2 checks. At this point, I just want a Cherubi. I don't even care about shiny. I'm just sick of seeing squirrels. But stick around. We are going to go on a quick raid. I'm not going to be able to hang out long, but we're going to go see another amazing shiny hunter. Actually, a more amazing shiny hunter than me. So stick around. There we go. There's a Cherubi. on the top one. If this is a Cherubi, we will hit 225 and 350. It's a squirrel. A stupid squirrel. Okay, alright. But thank you guys so much. Thank you ever so much for hanging out. We're going to go on a raid. If you're coming on the raid, I have a couple things to ask. One, make sure you hit the like button. That's why we do these raids, support other content creators. And hitting that like button is the quickest, easiest, and possibly freest way to do that. The other thing I want you to do is, if you're coming on the raid, please put in the chat hashtag Hefty Hype, just like Ron G did. But put it in the chat once and only once. Why once? Because we are not spammers. That's not who we are. That's not what we do. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. I appreciate all the likes. I appreciate all the views. You've really brightened my morning. Have a good one. Do something nice for someone today just because it's the right thing to do and for no other reason. I'll see you on the next one, and I will see you over on the raid. Take care, and bye-bye.